let's get back to the task at hand of wrapping up this campaign, trying to evade this group. All right, so here we go. Okay, so the carrier is sunk. We got some 5365Ks heading out. God knows where. Who knows where they're gonna go? The carrier has been sunk. Look at that. It's crazy. I royally messed up my toad solution. Why did I mess it up again? I don't remember. I think it was because I assumed that course of like 2, 4, 3 or whatever. So now we're trying to boogie on out of here. The water is still saturated. Not much to see. I'm really worried. But on the other hand, I'm kind of not. Because all their helos got stuck back this way because we saw that debrief. So. Oh, where is there a layer? We are beneath the layer, very well. Okay, yeah, we're pretty deep. We're at 520 meters, so you're talking about... Oh, a good chunk of depth. Goodness. I'm trying to do math in my head, I don't even know why. Probably on the order of 17 or 1800 feet. I gotta do the math, I gotta do it. Oh, it's gonna bug me. 520 meters times 3.28. We're at 1700 feet. Almost exactly. I'm trying to manipulate the Twitch stream. Okay. Let's see. Very good. Okay. So what is our approach to getting out of here? Stay quiet or try and get out of here as quickly as possible? All good questions. The toad is in because we're assuming that we're going to be kind of boogieing on out of here. That's why the toad looks so black and red silly. It's because the toad is not even out. We're getting a lot of pings. Where are we getting them all from? Those are from the south. We getting any other pings? What else we got in terms of 18,000 hertz? That is an ASW, or that is an air asset. That is not a ship. That is not a surface set, as it were.
Control acoustics. New contact.
It's not updating the frequency. What's up with that? Oh, I saw that sun. I thought it was like an explosion. Solutions may need updating because the course was wrong. I was wrong. Okay, the course is probably a more neat 245, which would push this out a little bit. But oh, look at it's so much nicer. It's so much straighter. Why was I so adamant about that? Okay, that's still not even lining up, but it's closer. I was so adamant about that 243. As you zoom in, it gets a little fudgy, but zoomed out, it looks nice at least. So I guess there's that. So let's make everyone a 245. This is our this AOS, AOS, AOG, AOE. There you go. Oh, you get close in, and it gets really hard to really firm this up. It just wants to fiddle. It wants to. Oh god, look at that! It's going crazy. Gosh. Oh gosh. Oh no. We'll go with that. That really didn't change it by much, as you can see. But you can get it really precise when you're close in, but then it also gets a lot more annoying to manipulate the solution, in my opinion. I want to go to 5 knots. That would be, what, like 66% faster than we're already going or something like that. I don't even know if anyone realizes this ship has been sunk. They're all kind of just like carrying... Well, I wouldn't know that because I don't have my toad out. None of these solutions have been updated for a while. Let's go 5 knots. We are very close to this AOE, but I don't think this thing really has sonar capabilities, and if they are, they're laughable at best. Might be able to hear a Han within like 2 nautical miles or something like that. So let's let some toad out. Let's get a little confident, let's get a little cocky. Let's let some toad out. See what we got going on. That is really going out rather quickly. Very quickly. I like how in RA they made it so these don't actually roll over. They kind of just They just tip. They just like actually update his numbers. They don't have to get stuck to this rollover speed, because this rollover speed is very annoying. It's always like, where is it actually? I don't even know. So we're going to let that out to about 200 meters. That's where acuity starts to kick in, and you start getting a lot of diminishing returns on the akula there. So we're about halfway there. Flipping around like crazy. Okay. Am I even going to see anything that makes sense on this right now? Oh, God. Oh, this is so annoying to look at after RA. This contrast, this red, and whatever this background color is supposed to be. This green. Is it green? Colorblind. Oh, I have to crouch all the way up here to look at it. Oh, there's so much stuff. We're in the middle of a bunch of crap. Oh, God. I'm scared. So nervous. So the solution is to drink away your fears. That is the solution. Alright, let's turn it off. What do we got? Oh, there's lots of stuff. Oh, there's lots of stuff. All the stuff. Okay. What do we got? What is Sierra 10? It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm going to have to get reacquainted. Sierra 10, probably TPK 8, I would say. Still 13. I think everyone's still kind of putzing along. They don't care that the Nimitz was sunk. They're just kind of, they're still going. They're just going. Where are we going? We're going 330. Okay. Let's go. Okay, for some reason it looked like Sierra 14 was coming like due south. I was like, well, why would it? I didn't make it come due south. Let's go due north. Oh, off by 1 degree. That's fine. Not a big deal. I marked that ping. That ping is kind of old. Ugh, jeez. Okay. Oh, there's lots of stuff. All the stuff. So we got, what do we got? Wasp, Sacramento. What? A Russian torpedo? Why is there a Russian? Oh, that's my torpedo. I was like, why is there a Russian torpedo? It's like, oh, are these going for this? Potentially, because they're supposed to be wakehomers, but they are they're bugged in subcommand. They lock on before they get to a wake, which is silly, but they do it. So what I was seeing is right here. Those are my torps. Oh, there's something off this way. It's saying LA, but don't mind that. This is awful to look at. This is terrible. There's another quote-unquote LA. There's some other ships still coming up that we have not made contact with. I need to verify that I'm not seeing reciprocals here. That should be easier to verify with due north, because I know where all these guys are. I don't even know if I'm hearing the spruance anymore. Not even sure. Text message. Ugh, okay. Very well. Хорошо. Oh, I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up to see what I'm seeing. Let's see. I just have to wait for the tow to straighten out here and see what we got. See what we got going on. So we're steering course. Toad is in the process of straightening out. It's getting there. Oh, there's so much condensation coming off my drink. So much condensation. We're not going to be able to see this Perry in the toad baffles. It's coming out of the baffles. The baffles end at 330. The baffles are plus or minus 30. So very shortly it will come out of the toad baffles, but right now we can't see it. There are a lot of Perrys in this group. Oh, Sarah 8. Why have I not dropped you? You are drop worthy. You have been sunk. You are gone. Finito. These don't really seem to be going for much of anything. I launched all of them, but they're not going for anything. Oh, close these doors. These are the 65 centimeter tubes. That's just making flow noise. We got squalls queued up. Let's reload those with 65 centimeters. We have our 53 65Ks if we need them. 65 centimeter. Yeah, get those boys queued up there. It's gonna take. It's gonna be quick, right? I don't think there's like a sub command like reload time setting, so it probably will be quick. Okay, so I'm going to consider us clear from the group when we no longer really have anyone on sonar. We're going due north now. There's still people coming up from the group. I might go back to like a 330, so we're kind of trying to avoid this tail scraggler as much as possible. So let's come. I just did come to this course, but we'll go back to this. This Perry was about to come out of our toad baffles, but we're going to see him again. There's the AOE. Okay, what do we have on the very close sensors? Cylindrical, we just got this AOE. Conformal. Not seeing much. I'm not seeing anything. There's nothing on the conformal. It's a rather spaced out group. Let's zoom back into like 150. That looks pretty good. Dooby-dooby-doo. Let's see. What is that? What is that? Is that a countermeasure? Or are those my torps? Are they really that loud? I suppose so. They're kind of just herpa-derping at this point. They're not really going for anything. I set them for 40 knots, so they're going to run a little longer than they normally would. I think it was going to be on the order of like 12 nautical miles or something like that. 12 or 13, so they should be running out of fuel any second now. And they obviously have not found any targets. Let's see. I think we're like, I don't know if this is going to be particularly exciting. I thought this was going to be, you know, dodging torps, going crazy. But it seems like, okay, I lost him in the toad baffles. That makes sense because we're turning. It seems like they're all kind of just oblivious as to what's going on. Let's see. So we've been getting some more updates on other solutions. Let's try and firm them up. Sierra 18 here seems to be doing something else. Let's go back to a 245 solution. See what that works out to. Oh, so close. So close. Oh, so close. So close. No. Come on. Oh, God. Come on, so close. Oh. It's just like you can see it and you're like, oh, it's so close. Just make it. Just make the solution, but it doesn't want to cooperate. We'll go with that. Who else? We've got more stuff on Sierra 10. We can see what Sierra 10 is up to. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, very chunky. Chunky data. These guys are going to be going out anytime soon here. Anytime soon, anytime now. 245. Zoom. Zoom. Oh, yeah. Right around here. Adjust it up a little bit. I mean, potentially significant. Sierra 15, I think, was a pure active contact. There's some data on it, but it's very old, very distant. Distant contact, probably submerged. If I had to guess, I'd say it sounds like a boomer coming out of the barn. Could be a missile boat coming out of Polyarny. Not a complete stream without some Red October quotes. Ugh, delicious. It's starting to become the dog days of summer, so a nice drink is always good. Alright, so what am I seeing here? Well, we're now at 330. I didn't get a chance to see where these guys were actually coming from. It's quite troublesome. All these ships going crazy. I'm just gonna turn history off on these guys. I don't really care about them anymore. They're just so far gone. They're far gone conclusions. We're good with that front. Oh, it's getting down there slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I mean, like I said, everyone's just kind of like, oh, the Nimitz got sunk. Well, whatever. Just keep heading south-southwest or west-southwest at, 13 knots, just putzing along. I just take pot shots at people at this point. Mission status. Our only critical goal was kill the Nimitz. Okay. Because I know the brief mentioned something about getting Ticons. Depending on your progress, you may need to eliminate any remaining Ticonderoga-class cruisers as well. But if I remember correctly, I don't think there's any Ticons in this group. They're somewhere else. Which is weird. It's weird. It's weird to me. There's not one single Ticon in this Nimitz group, but that is fine. Who do I have trackers on right now? I got trackers on guys down here, guys down here. So I'm seeing this wasp, which is right here, I guess. Don't really care about him. I'm gonna put trackers on these weird guys that are really close in. And we're gonna make a turn.
Control acoustics. New contact.
Figure out who we're seeing here. So get that.
Designated Sierra 2 1.
Get the reciprocals.
New contact. Bearing 048.
Did not mark the reciprocals. Oh. This is potentially a contact we've already had. What bearing is this? 237? I'm still hearing this Arleigh Burke. Really, you don't say. So is that what this is then? I'm still hearing these pickets. This is 262. Am I hearing this spruance? I am. Okay. So never mind that. I thought those were guys, those were additional ships coming up. But those are nothing. I'm just hearing these pickets still. These guys running point or whatever. What have you. As we head out of here. Let's see. How far do we got until we get out this way? It's going to take like 3 hours at 5 knots, dude. It's good. I said I wasn't going to time it. We're going to get a little time acceleration going on here. We're going to do it. Okay. I can't believe everyone... Well, this is why we're getting out of sub-command, because everyone's like, whatever. Don't matter. It's getting rather warm in my room, so I decided to open the door. AC might kick in here shortly. If that's the case, I'll close it again. So now, once again, we're going to be... Well, no, I didn't order a course change. We're just kind of time-lapsing here. Time-lapsing. Seems like this is going to be a very... Has the potential to be an uneventful egress here out of this group. Thought it would be a little more challenging. We'll see how it goes here. Yum, yum, yum. Drinky, drinky. Okay. How's everyone doing out there? How you guys doing? I see there's quite a few more people in the stream now. Let's see. Trying to keep tabs on everything. Is this the AoE? Yeah, so that's Sacramento. What else we got? Looks all pretty standard fare. Wait, what is this? It's a parry. It's a parry, man. Calm down. It's a parry. It's on LA. Alive in the super unknown. Oh, get this out of here. I don't care about this. This is old. Why did they have Sierra 16 coming after Sierra 19? That makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Sierra 16 come after Sierra 19? Ugh, game's freaking out. What do I do for work? I am a nuclear engineer. My company designs packagings that transport radioactive material. So we make sure they stay safe from a nuclear standpoint. Oh gosh, let's see. Looks pretty stable to me. No one seems to really be doing much of anything. They're all kind of just hanging out. Like, no. Such a shame the Nimitz got sunk, but no big deal. It's so silly. I feel like everyone would just be like homing in on my position, just launching all the torps. Just being like, sink whatever that was. Get it. Kill it with fire. But they don't care. It's sub-command. It's an older game. It's from a different time. Oh man, I really just want to get back to that Oscar mission at this point. I was getting intense. The Oscar mission. All right, we're ballsing up. We're going all ahead 2/3 here. My toes gonna freaking wash out though. So we're gonna do 8 knots instead.
Set revolutions for 8 knots. Propulsion eye.
Oh god, it's making all the noise. Was that a good answer to your question, Stefan Bear? Would you like me to elaborate? Let's see. Oh, I wonder if there's a way for me to integrate that chat into the stream video. Probably not. That would make it easier so it doesn't sound like I'm just going crazy. Just asking random questions that pop into my head. Oh, gotta stay hydrated. Drink booze, drink water, alternate. It can pop out. I do have it popped out, actually. I'm not particularly recording the chat. I am using OBS. This seems like something of interest. What is this? Oh, that's the parry finally coming out of the toad baffles. Never mind. Okay, that's the AoE still. That little peak right there is the AoE. Was I ever going to join the Navy? I considered it, but I don't know. I feel like being cooped up on the sub for 2 months at a time. And that's if you get a fast attack. I think the boomers stay out longer, but I don't know. I like rules and order, but I like it when it's my rules and my order. I don't know. If I was to be on a sub, I'd most likely be in the engineering department. That would be cool to actually be, you know, maintaining the reactor. I have to go through the Navy's reactor school. My education in nuclear is not as much as you would think. It's just a few courses. But what I do for packaging is not as intensive as like designing a reactor. Fast attacks not go for that long. 6 months? That is way long. Are you sure? That's a super long time. I feel like I've heard different, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't be able to quote a source, but it seems like that seems long to me. I'm not sure. At least in RA, they increase the washout speed of the Palamida, so it doesn't wash out as quickly. Create a window capture where the chat popped out. You can place it off to the side when you edit the scene. Oh, really? Can I do that on the fly while the stream is going, or is it too late for that? I don't want to stop the stream. Yeah, this seems pretty pedestrian, pretty plebeian. This egress here. I can. Okay, let's see what we got. Add window capture. Create new window. Firefox Twitch. Is that the right one? Maybe not. No, I think it's that one. Doesn't seem to be work. Oh, here. That's why. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Put this over here and put this here. Oh, there you go. The chat is now in the stream. Very well. Okay. This needs to come. I'm just adjusting windows on my side here, so I can fit everything on my second monitor and see everything. So there you go. Really though, fast attacks patrol for 6 months. Are we contracted with the military? No, we work in the private sector. It's most of our work recently has been private sector, but we're also, I'm not sure if I can really talk about this, not from a militaristic perspective, but just prospective contracts. Our industry also does work with DOE, so Department of Energy. You're either going to deal with private companies or Department of Energy when it comes to radioactive material transport. But yeah, a lot of our work recently has been private companies, but we have a potential to get some GE work. Not GE. God, we already had GE. I didn't mean to say that. DOE work coming up soon. It's a freaking Freudian slip there. Let's see. Yeah, this is a very standard exit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to see more of this, or do you want to go back to the that Oscar mission? This seems like rather standard fare. No opinion about which mission I'm doing. We can stay on this very well. Okay. Let's see. Dare I risk going to periscope depth? I don't know. That sounds ballsy. Even more ballsy than going 8 knots. Don't know if I dare try such a thing. Hi, chat. AoE Sacramento. What is this? This is 105, but there's also something at 206. And that's the parry. That is this parry. So, not seeing any new contacts as of late. So very well. Okay. Well, these guys, I think. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna initiate a flank run. Try and clear this datum. Maybe not flank, but at least increase speed. We're beneath the layer. These guys are past 5 nautical miles at this point. It seems like it's a very non-effective layer. The speed change is very slight here, but I'm willing to go for it. Try and get out of here. What is this area circle supposed to be? I don't remember. I added it for something. It was on top of me. I don't remember. Oh, was that me assuming that's where the layer was? I don't know. Oh, it's weird to see it. My history like this, that we've been kind of like creeping up this way. It's just weird when you're used to seeing a fleet moving overhead. You kind of think you were much further this way, but I was really coming like this way the whole time. Maybe it's the booze. Wait, what? What does that mean? You're basically playing as all of the forward rates on a sub. It's probably the booze. I'm like, buh, what's going on? Is my toad? What's up with my toad? Oh, it's because I'm reeling it in. So we're good on that. Let's go ahead full. Go for it. We're getting out of here. We're clearing datum. We're clearing this B. It's probably the booze. I'm like, buh, what's going on? Is my toad? What's up with my toad? Oh, it's because I'm reeling it in. So we're good on that. Let's go ahead full. Go for it. We're getting out of here. We're clearing datum. We're clearing this biatch. Getting the hell out of Pearl. Alive in the super unknown. Let's get rid of CR19. No one cares about one random spherical mark on a nimitz that's already sunk. Dare I grab another brew? Well, I haven't had a brew yet. I've had just had mixed drinks. Dare I grab a brew? I do not know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll feel it. I'm kind of sleepy. Alcohol inhibits your ability to sleep rather well, so I'm kind of... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong F button. Let's see. Oh, I thought I was still in that 4 times speed. It's like, you're crazy, man. Still in that 4 times speed. I'm going crazy. Oh, there's the AC. Hang on. Okay, very well. Clearing the datum. We're going 20 knots. So, and then we'll be pretty decently clear in about 45 minutes here. If we keep this up, I might rip it up to flank at some point. Just get the hell out of here. Sonar tech, fire controlman, electronics technician. All the jobs in the forward part of this. Oh, yes, I am. I'm not sure how interesting they could make. I'm not sure how interesting they could make the engineering aspect of a submarine in a video game. It'd be super interesting in real life, but I'm not sure how interesting they could make it in a video game. But I would be willing to be proved wrong, because that could be cool. That could be cool for sure. Oh, you're in the Navy, eh? Okay, then I trust what you said about 6-month deployments. Even more reason why I didn't join the Navy. I don't know if I could deal with 6 months being away from my computer. Okay, well, we don't have to wait 45 minutes. We can speed it up. I know I said no time lapse, but who am I kidding? Going 4 times speed right now. Chilling like a villain. Turning my frequency sheet to the American ships. There's only so many in Sub-Command. There aren't that many oh, God. Frequency sheet fell. Aren't that many ships in Sub-Command. Which is fine. Oh, there's also condensation from my drinks. Alright, I'm getting the beer. Screw it. I'll be right back. Alright, went for it. Got a beer. Got myself a beer. Alright. Got to do the cool trainers like sub-escape, flood training, and the fire trainer. Yeah, what you do in this game and what you do on an actual sub is rather different. Everything you do in this game is just assuming, you know, like nominal operation battle stations. Doesn't do stuff like damage control or fire control and stuff like that. If it got to the point where someone really invested into a game, like some billionaire who was just like, I don't care about the profits, and you had like some submarine game where you were actually like a person that walked around this, you like sat at an actual station and you had to deal with like fire control and flooding parties and stuff like that, would be utterly insane. That'd be craziness. Be like role playing on an entire submarine. That'd be nuts. Sounds good on paper, but trying to implement something like that is always kind of tricky. It's like, who gets to be the captain? It would be awesome. At least maybe like a single player campaign or something like that. I'm not sure if it would be... It could be feasible in multiplayer, but you would have to agree on who's going to be the captain. Not always an easy decision. Squeakers? What is a squeaker? All right, let's come out of this speed run for a little bit. Make sure we're not going crazy here. Wow, that's going out quick. It's going out super quick. Holy crap, it's going out amazingly quick. What kind of space is that? Like one of the popular like EVE Online type things, or which game is that? I still couldn't believe how smoothly this mission went. It was like all that suspense and then just like Nimitz sunk in like 3 seconds. It's being developed, okay. Have you seen that new... Okay, very well. Have you seen that new space game that's like the, it's like an actual galaxy. It takes place in like a whole galaxy and you like have to go from planet to planet and it's all like dynamically generated. What is that called? That looks pretty crazy. I'm not sure what would keep you playing it for long swaths of time. Like it's like really cool and like papers, like a concept. What game is that? Oh god, look at all that length. Jesus. Okay. How are we doing on the toad here? This is parry reciprocal. 245. That's one of these pickets. Or that might be the AoE. No, it's this picket here. It's that spruance. This is the AoE reciprocal. Willing to bet this is the parry. No. I want some little dinky range circle here. 204. Yeah, it's the parry. So we're good. We are still good. So bring that all the way back in. What is this game that I'm thinking of? Oh god. Let's see here. Now I need to look it up. Because that's one of those things that if I'm very close to thinking of it, but I can't think of it. It's gonna bug me. Let's see. Dynamically generated space game. No Man's Sky is what I'm thinking of. But not one that I was looking for. It's kind of like Star Trek. Silent Hunter for the simplicity. Yeah, I can understand that. I've kind of been playing... I first played Subcommand like the year or the year after it first came out, when I was but a wee kitty babe. It's like 11 years old or 12 years old or something, so it's just kind of been like part of my life growing up, so it's different than if you were to just, you know, jump into it all of a sudden. And I love nukes and anti-submarine warfare. You don't really get that in World War II. Subs don't go against subs, they just go against surface ships, really. Pulsar. Well, pulsars are cool nonetheless, but if there's a video game called Pulsar... Pulsar Lost Colony. Science fiction space exploration video game. I tried Silent Hunter, but it was not for me.
Engines ahead full, steering aye.
Was not for me, unfortunately. Maybe if I had played it as a kid, I'd be more willing to get into it, but it's just submarine combat in World War II is so much different than the majority of the Cold War's submarine combat. It's just a completely different ships, different mindset, just everything's different. Most of the time a different propulsion system. Don't have to worry about surfacing, just all kinds of differences. Oh, I got this dinky little range circle around me. I don't even know why. I don't even really want a range circle. Can I clear it? Excuse me. I don't even know if I can clear the range circle. It's kind of annoying. I want to get rid of it. This dinky little range circle. I guess I'm stuck with it. External tube 5 squall at snapshot. What snapshot do I have on these tubes? Oh, they're just ready to go. Gotcha. I didn't know you could, interesting. I didn't know that was an option. You could set all that up and just be like, fire at the snapshot. Interesting. I've never seen that before. I think going from dangerous waters to Silent Hunter is hard to do. I can understand that. The reason Subcommand and Dangerous Waters are the only sims I play, really. Just because I love SSNs. The sub that sank a train. How did it do that? Did it like destroy the bridge that the train was going over or something? Man, we're about to clear this datum from this group. They ain't got nothing on us. They don't even care that their nimitz is sunk. They're just like, get out of here, man. Game over, man. Game over. Trying to get the hell out of Pearl. let's get a little time lapse going on, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. RES. Did it? Okay. That's like a technicality. It sunk a train. So we have a type of package that we have to design. That's called a type B cask. You can like Google this if you want. What's better, subcommand or RA by far? Is that not a rhetorical question? RA by far. Yeah, RA is much better than subcommand. As to which is better, RA or Lawami, I feel like that depends. RA adds a lot more platforms, which is definitely cool, because I was playing as an Oscar 2 for the first time today, but didn't really get much to do with it. It was kind of a weird mission, but it was still cool. And you have much more of an opportunity to make period pieces in RA. Like you can make a mission that has, alphas and sturgeons and victors. Like put older platforms into a mission and do like like a 70s 80s kind of mission thing. So it has the cool potential for that. But I don't know. Subcommand actually has some good missions that you can bring into Dangerous Waters, and you can have some really good missions. Because Dangerous Waters focuses a lot more on like littoral, contemporary kind of stuff, where like I feel like a lot more of the Subcommand missions have a Cold War vibe going on. Like sneak into this harbor, deploy special forces, recon this ship, get out of there, recover the special forces, that kind of stuff. Dangerous Waters, you got like a mission as a frigate. Got to frickin' sink speedboats that are trying to suicide bomb your ship, which is much more modern and contemporary, which is still fun, but it's cool to also have those Cold War type missions as well. Alright, let's come out of this again and see what we got going on. Oh, the Toad is coming up. Oh, so fast. Oh, ever so fast. So incredibly fast. Which makes sense. It does make sense. And we're slowing down. It's coming out slower. Okay. I am driving rather predictably here, just kind of going in a straight line. Let's turn this way. This will get rid of like reciprocal confusion. Go ahead 2/3 for this turn. Let's just speed this up here. So we have, in my industry, we have a Type B package, which is a cask that transports a large amount of radioactivity. So, you have to assume a lot of worst case situations when designing the package. You have to assume it can survive a drop from 9 meters onto a solid chunk of steel. You gotta assume it can survive a 800+ degree fire for like 20 minutes, and you gotta assume it can be rolled off a bridge and submerged in like 50 feet of water and be fine. So there's a lot that goes into that. It's really impressive. At a certain point, it's kind of just like, okay, there's just a big ball of steel and depleted uranium. You got your Type B cask with a bunch of shielding and everything, but it is cool. There's never been a severe, what is it? There's really never been an accident while transporting radioactive material in the United States. Probably because what we do is so conservative. Why? Oh, we're going too fast. I was like, why am I not seeing anything on the Toad? Going too fast. Okay, should be good now. What do we got? Nimitz. Oh, I'm seeing the AoE, and then I'm seeing whatever that is. Due south. There's another. Just Sacramento due south. Okay, that is not an LA. Come on, like auto computer. Like you can see right there, there's a frequency that is not LA. Give me a break. What is this? 190. Yeah, I'm just seeing the AoE that's like due south. Do I have a tracker on that? I don't think I do. I don't think I have a tracker on any of my stuff. Any of my recent stuff here. Really is no point to put a tracker on them. Oh god. Oh, I was so close. Oh, they're right there. Look at that. Where am I seeing that bearing right now? Let's see. 178. right on the money. Look at that, 178. Favorite sub? Gotta be LA. Gotta be LA. I mean, it's what I grew up with. It's the Los Angeles class sub. Sure, Seawolf is cool, but there's like 2 of them, and the what is it? Jimmy Carter's like a special sub. It's like a specialty sub. It replaced like the whatever that NR1, the NR1 quote unquote research sub. Yeah, the Jimmy Carter replaces that thing basically. So you should look into that if you want. It's like 100 feet longer than a normal Seawolf. It's a cool thing to look into. It's got like this huge lockout trunk for all kinds of secret-y, spy type stuff. But LA for sure. LA is my favorite. Just, you know, from America, born and raised in America. LA is just, you know, like that quintessential like late Cold War sub. The force to be reckoned with. Still to be reckoned with. I enjoy it. A guy I graduated high school with is actually deployed on like SSN 778 right now, which is like the USS Alabama, like one of the latest, if not the latest, Virginia class subs. I'm not sure what he does on it, but he is an officer. You have to apply for the Jimmy Carter. Yeah, I'm sure you got to get some kind of crazy, like almost top secret clearance because it is like, you know, like a spy boat. That would be cool. That would be cool to be on. Let's go. We're going flank at this point. We're clearing this datum. We're getting out of here. We're getting the hell out of Pearl. Clearing this datum. Getting out of this mission. But yeah, I'm not sure what my one friend from high school does on a sub. There's only so many officers on a sub, you know, it's like 13 or something. So he does something. Not sure what. My coworker who recently retired, he was a weapons officer aboard like a USS George Washington class SSBN, whatever was before Ohio, one of those SSBNs. He was the weapons officer. He told some stories that were pretty interesting. All forward rates automatically get top secret cleared. Interesting. I did not know that. A higher level of top secret. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. You get a top secret clearance for being on the sub. It's like one of the front lines of like U.S. surveillance capability. All right, we are boogie nights, getting on out of here, clearing this datum. No one gives a shit that we're here and we sunk the hell out of this Nimitz. If this was RA, I'd be getting my ass kicked right now. This would be a suicide mission in RA. Let's get one thing straight. This is a suicide mission. But yeah, we are just about clear. I thought this would be a little more exciting, evading torps or something like that, but honestly, a little, let's say, I don't want to say boring, we'll say anticlimactic. Get some politician speak going on. Tom Clancy SSN is fun. It's the way they model torps and stuff is kind of silly, but the hydrodynamics are supreme. They're leagues ahead of Subcommand's hydrodynamics. You can actually sprint and drift rather well. You can use ballast tanks to like change depth. You can actually like modulate your ballast tanks. The point of the game is not necessarily like dangerous waters to be, you know, intimately familiar with the various stations. It's more about trying to be a captain and visualizing in your, so like the game visualizes what a captain would think in his head of like the tactical situation. There's a whole interview on it. Search Tom Clancy Greek Island interview. It's really good to watch. It like half talks about the game and half talks about like China and foreign policy. Like it's a really cool video to watch on YouTube. All submarine electronics computer field rates do jobs like yeoman, culinary specialist. Yeah, the cook needs a top secret clearance to make chocolate chip cookies. Sidebar: a few weeks ago, I found a recipe from a World War II aircraft carrier to make chocolate chip cookies. I made the recipe. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It was scaled for 20,000 cookies, so I scaled it down to like, make 20 cookies, but it was pretty interesting. It was cool. If you haven't played Tom Clancy SSN, I would definitely suggest checking it out. It's cool. It's fun. It's fun to check out as like a basis for like modern submarine combat games. So I would definitely recommend checking out Tom Clancy SSN if you can. It's not the easiest to get to run as a 16-bit game, and most operating systems are 64-bit these days. So that means you can't run it on a the point of that is you can't run it on a 64-bit operating system, at least Windows. They only go back to 32-bit support. But I would recommend checking out Tom Clancy SSN. It's a lot of fun. Has more of an arcade feel, but again, that kind of ties into you're supposed to be just like a captain managing the crew. Not necessarily supposed to be intimately involved with sonar and TMA, but it's still fun, just like the scenarios you go through and stuff like that. And like all the live action videos are the best. All the intros of the missions and everything is just great.
Extend the towed hydrolocator, steering eye.
Is it really? Yeah, it is 20 years old this year. That's crazy. 1996. Good lord. Yeah. I was 6 years old then. I'm 26 now. Crazy. Craziness. We're kind of getting like partial SSN going on now with the Chinese making moves on the Spratly Islands these days. And you got Obama opening up arms trade deals with the Vietnamese to try and counter such Chinese aggressions, which I find interesting. I'm not that well doctrined on foreign policy to really comment on that, but it's interesting. Alright, what are we seeing right now? We are seeing 204. So we're seeing the AoE still. And it's just about, it's like full day now. They got the sun up and everything like that. So I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna say we are clear of this group. What else am I seeing here? Okay, hold on. We're getting some more acuity on the toad. Let's wait till we get the acuity on the toad. See what this yields. Just a few more meters. 30 or 40 meters. Okay, there you go. What do we got? 228. Okay, that's this parry here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call this mission then. I'm going to say this is the conclusion of the epilogue. Seems pretty good to me. We're pretty clear of this group. No one really seems to care that we're here.